All right, Sunday night update for the weekend. Decided to make it late so you'd have less time to forget. We're asking all active and retired law enforcement officers to show up to 26th and Cal tomorrow, room 208 at 10 a.m. There is a hearing to dismiss the body cam footage of Officer Andres Vasquez Lasso, who was murdered March 1st of 2023. So let's pack the courtroom, support the family, honor his memory, and see you in the morning at 26th and Cal on that end of it. Again, it's a big courtroom. We should fill it up for the family. It means the world to them when they see that level of support. We say never forget. Tomorrow's your chance to prove it. Onward to Springfield. The new assembly has been seated. The drop program did not get called as expected and somewhat promised, but here we are. The language is being redrafted and reintroduced, so it will require a vote in the House again along with the Senate. It is expected to happen in the spring session. Whether it's part of a bigger package with the drop and Tier 2 fix, we have no idea. We're asking it to be a standalone bill. The Tier 2 specifically has a big price tag, a lot of issues, a lot of interested parties, and rather not get tied up into that, whether it even goes, because there is certainly money concerns that need to be addressed, and with a budget shortfall already expected, and I guess the governor probably doesn't want to tackle that right now. But also in Springfield, I'd like to thank Representative LaShawn Ford for reintroducing his mayoral recall language that he had introduced a few times already. I asked him about a month ago if he would absolutely please redo this, and we'll do the rest of the work to make sure it gets at least fair hearings and attempted to get passed in Springfield. So then the really hard work of getting the signatures required to make it a reality can start. It's going to be a long road, but it absolutely starts in Springfield, and I just want to give a thank you to Representative Ford for doing that. Lastly, one of the reasons those kind of things need to be done is because the level of incompetence at City Hall. Here's yet another example. The Me Too clause that the supervisors for CPD have had forever, along with Local 2 firefighters, is clear as it can possibly be. If we get more money, they automatically get it. That's just the way it's always been. The city knew that when they negotiated or renegotiated phase 2, and we went from 2.5% raises to 5% in 2024 and here in 2025. What did the city do? They refused to honor the Me Too clause for the CPD supervisors and along with Local 2, and only gave them the 2.5%. Well, the arbitrator just came back on the CPD supervisors and said, too bad, so sad. Basically, F you, pay me. And rightly so. It is disgusting that we have to have continual fights like this as first responders in this city. And for him to even claim that he supports law enforcement and fire is just ridiculous. And it's an outright lie. If it was, this wouldn't be an issue. It would have never had to go to arbitration. I'm sure fire is going to have to finish and go to arbitration on theirs. And they'll try and fight it that it doesn't even apply to 2025 now. But yet it does. It's that kind of incompetence, ignorance, indifference, whatever you want to call it, that has made Brandon Johnson the worst mayor that Chicago has ever seen. And that's saying quite a bit with the crooks, the corruption, and the incompetence that fifth floor has seen for over a century. Stay tuned. We'll see you at 26th and Cal tomorrow.